No, I wouldn't even tell you, I'll just disappear. And then you all would ask me, Rachel, what happened? I'm like, and then I'll start. Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. If you're new here, my name is Rachel Akasha. If you've been here before, welcome back. We love you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for hanging in there for me even when I'm being so inconsistent lately. I apologize. I really apologize for that. I'm going to try and be better. So, for the 30 people, or 36, or 40, or 1,000 who are going to watch this video, quick question. Have you ever wanted to give up? Have you ever felt like, is what I'm doing really worth? Like, should I even go on with this? Is it what I really need? Like, who even cares if I give up? Have you had this going on for you? I am here to tell you today that it's okay. It's okay that you feel that way. It's okay that you have been there. It's okay that you have wanted to give up. However, my question to you is, have you thought of what happens if I give up? How about the time I have already invested? How about the money? How about the relations I've already made? How about everything that is in it to be lost? I know. I'm actually not going to tell you, I understand. I'm not going to tell you, do not give up. I'm not going to tell you, oh my God, how did you even think about it? Oh, no, sorry. There's so much activity going on where I am right now, and I beg that you guys forgive me. I know there's even an echo. Oh yeah. There's going to be so much of that, and it's inevitable. Like, I can't help it. Yeah. Back to where we were. So I'm not going to tell you, do not give up. I'm not going to even be shouting for you. I tell you, no. I tell you, it's so much. No. I'm going to tell you, I understand. I get it. I have been there 1,000 times. However, what matters is, what do you do when you're feeling how you're feeling? What do you do when you feel like, is everything worth? What do you do at that point in time when you feel like you have done it all and it is all not working? That is why I am sitting here right now. One morning when I woke up, of course, we wake up in the morning. Yeah. So I wake up and there's this friend of mine who, he's a friend, like a mutual friend to so many of us and my other friends. And he had posted on his, what is it called? That part on Facebook where they tell you to write what's on your mind. And he had written and said, I'm tired, is it worth, it was basically giving up, of like, I'm tired, everything is not worth. And you see, by the time someone writes those things down, they're actually going through things and they have done it or they have tried. Some of us are not as strong as the others. I have wanted so much to give up on this channel. I should actually be honest with you guys. So much that every time something is holding me back, I'm like, yeah, fudge. Why am I even struggling? Like, if I even left this and moved on with my life, who would even care? Who would even come in to tell me, Rachel, channel, what? No. But every other time, but you see, every time I have wanted to give up, I have gone back to where it all started. As I think I've mentioned this before, when I was starting the channel, it was God inspired. So I go back to God, I'm like, okay, why is this not working out? What is happening, And every time, for me, as a God-fearing person, I'm those children or those kids or those persons who tell God, Father, lead and I will follow. Like, for all the decisions that I have to make, God, please come through. So at the end of the day, he reminds me, Rachel, when you started this channel, it was not for you. It was for that person out there who needs to hear what you have to say. It was for that person out there who needs to know what another person thinks. You need to create an environment for someone out there to feel loved, to feel better, to feel motivated, to feel inspired, to feel encouraged. So I go back to myself and tell myself, okay, Rachel, this channel is not for you. It was not meant for you. It was meant for someone out there who needs it more than you. That is one of the ways you actually not give up. Think about the start, your inspiration, what motivated you to begin whatever it is that you are doing. School. I've been to school for 3 years. My course goes 4 to 5 years. Yeah, and before I came to do this, I had done one and a whole year and wasted another year of sitting down waiting on the results. So I have been in school for as long as a primary kid has been in primary section. So if I said I was tired of being in law school right now, someone out there would say, yeah, you are tired. And I am. I really am. I'm sorry, but I am tired. But that doesn't matter. What matters right now is that I'm not giving up. Like, I can see the end coming closer. You see, what's funny is, oftentimes we feel all these things, the discouragements, the temptations grow stronger. Good things come, you know, you start to get called small company and you think, why am I here? Like, if I can keep doing this, I could gladly go do this. And school, I mean, we're in school to get the money. You know, I'm not saying I've gotten any money, really, no. I'm saying these are the things that tend to swear us away from the goal, yeah? If you have started on something and you feel like, I can't, like, I cannot do this anymore, go back to where it all started. When you started, what was the goal point? What were you thinking? What did you intend to achieve? And until you have achieved it, you shouldn't give up. Now, when that friend of mine wrote what he did, of course, people were giving him advice and saying all these things. And in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm sure everything that everyone is saying to him, he has felt it. He has thought about it. He has thought about the so many things that are going on, and he probably doesn't want to be where he is, yeah? So I woke up this morning and I was actually sitting on our veranda and I was eating a sugar cane, I remember. So I started to think, like, you know how those random thoughts hit you and there's so much going on in your head. So I see these insects on the floor, you know, like on the ground, not floor, ground. And there's this particular insect, this one. And you see, this guy, please allow me to refer to him as a guy. This guy has wings. This guy can fly, but he's on the ground at the moment. And as you can see, he keeps trying to move like forward, but the wind keeps blowing. He does not have control over the wind. Of course, he will not say, can you wind stop so I make my way to wherever I am going? He keeps going, yeah? Like, he keeps being blown in all directions, but he keeps going. See, that is what I am talking about. Now, I literally looked at this guy, this insect. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if this insect is not giving up, like, it has wings, it can fly, but it is not flying at this point, yeah? It is trying to find its way, but regardless of the so many times that the wind keeps blowing, it keeps moving. What happens to us? I mean, we are human. We have legs, we have a brain, we have hands, we have people in our lives, but we choose to give up. You're like, you know what? I am done. Like, I have finished. I am out of here. This guy, I was tempted to get to my phone. And I'm thinking, oh my God, wow. Now there's this other guy. I could hardly keep up with him. Like, the camera couldn't. Like, I couldn't. He is so fast. He has direction of everywhere he's going. Like, nothing is hindering him. On the other hand, he doesn't even have wings. I don't know if you see the situation that I'm talking about here. He doesn't have wings, but I can hardly keep up. In fact, that is why the video is as short as it is, because he was literally everywhere. Yeah. Now that is what I am talking about. You have wanted to give up. I understand. I really do. However, if this insect, let us just relate to this insect right now. It has wings. It could be anywhere that it wants to be. But you see, it is not flying. It comes down to the ground and tries to find its way on the ground. Yeah? It does not give up because the wind is not about to stop blowing. You get my point? The wind is not going to stop blowing to let it go wherever it is it wants to go. But its mentality, I want to believe in its head, it is thinking, I am going to go. Like nothing is going to stop me. It is an insect. You are human. You are human. You have people in your life. I know sometimes we say people are all these things, the things that we do not want. You know, we think people are up to get us. People are not for us. People are... Check yourself. What kind of person are you being? Yeah. Sometimes we are quick to point and be judgmental and be like, so and so is against me, so and so doesn't like me, so and so doesn't want me to progress, so and so is an enemy of progress. Have you checked yourself? Sometimes people have had enough of you. They're like, you know what, Baba Yagala Bikole, if he doesn't want Yamani. Like, we have been in those situations a few too many times. We have called people names, we have called people things, we have looked at ourselves as perfect. You see, sometimes we are struggling with life because we have not let in the people who have wanted to come in for us, to do this life with us, to do these things with us. We have literally kicked out everyone because we think we got this. And at the end of the day, we are frustrated because we are left alone. Yeah. Before you actually think of giving up, sometimes we seek for approval. There is a time I have tried new things. I can honestly say I have not given up on anything that I have started, because as I was growing up, I never tried things. As those children would wake up one morning, go to school, boarding school, come back home, stay in there until it's time to go back to school, and then I'll go. You know, as those kids for 24 whole years. I can gladly say that my 24th year has been the most productive year in my life. Yeah. So many things have happened for me. I have had to grow up so fast in this 1 year. Not like I'm a child, no. I've had to grow, and I appreciate the fact that everything that happened. For me, I can gladly say that 2020 was the best year of my life. Yeah, I had time to rest. Whew, I was tired. I had time to rest. I had time to think. I had time to rediscover myself, like discover the things that I am capable of doing. And I thank God for my mother. You guys, we need to thank God for the most important people in our lives. Not like other people are not important, but you see, when the most important people in your life are not for you, oftentimes it breaks you down. When I thought of the channel, if my mom had not given me a go-ahead, if she had not said, Rachel, this is a thing you can do, if she had not been so supportive, I don't think I would be doing the channel. There's so many other things that I'm doing in my life. That requires you to do so many other things, that requires you to be in Kampala. I'm currently in Mukono, or wherever you would be in Kampala, like 3 times a week. And any other parent would be like, Rachel, you have school, like you have to study. But because she knows that I know what I am doing, and she has been so supportive. Also, it goes back to you. You have to prove to these human beings that if they have said it's okay, if you are doing all these things, you're not forgetting the purpose. Yeah, I've always told my friends that it's priority, because there's a point when we were doing exams, and these videos kept, I tried to be as consistent as I could be even during the examination period. And this friend asked me, how are you even able to do this? Like, we are struggling with exams. And in my head, I'm like, okay, if you can balance your time, if you can know what is priority to the other, yeah, at this point in time, I know so well my school is priority. So everything that I do, I'll make sure I'm not doing an activity that is overlapping with my school time. I'm trying to say, so if you have wanted to give up, I can honestly tell you that there's so many people you are going to fail. If I gave up on this channel, actually, someone reached out to me, someone who you could least expect. I've actually had these episodes where people reach out and like, Rachel, what happened? You didn't post. Rachel, we've not seen a video in a long time. You see, when I post, sometimes I get 36 views. I'm like, okay. It gets discouraging sometimes. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, maybe these 36 are the people who were meant to see this, yeah? This little girl reaches out through her big sister and tells me, Rachel, you have not posted in a long time. What's happening? Is everything okay? And I'm like, wow. As little as, because she's a P7 Bacchus right now, but she loves what I do. Not because of who I am, but what I do. So if I woke up in the morning and told you guys I'm closing the channel, I wouldn't even tell you, I'll just disappear. And then you all would ask me, Rachel, what happened? I'm like, you know, and then I'll start giving excuses. That is, we're so good with excuses. Some of us have really mastered the art. But you see, all I'm telling you is, you have so many people to disappoint when you give up. All I'm saying is you have invested so much time already when you give up. All I'm saying is you've created so many relations, you've created so much hope. The people who are looking up to you, you can't let these people down. You have these people to disappoint, so hang in there. All I'm saying is hang in there. I have been avoiding it. I didn't want to say don't give up. But yes, don't give up. There is so much to lose, not only for you, but for the people who have been following you, the people who have developed a love for you, the people who have been supporting you, the people who have been praying for you. You do not want to disappoint these people. So yes, hang in there. You got this. Like, that insect, I'm sure, made its way to wherever it was going. Even if it did, that is not my place to know. But just that small experience, like looking at it going through all that, I'm like, wow. If only humans were like this. If only I was like this. Like, every time I fall, I need to get up. Every time something is not right, get up. I pray. I talk to God a whole lot. And I tell him about everything. I have tried so much to bring him into every corner of my life. I will not tell him about school. I'll not tell him about my friends. I'll not tell him about my relationships. I'll not tell him about my issues. No, I tell him about everything, up to the tiniest detail. Because he's God. He knows you anyway. Yeah, you see the beauty with God. He's not judgmental like us. Even when you do all those funny things and you're like, God must be mad at me. No, talk to God. Talk to God. Now is when the worst comes to the worst. Because I know some people do not believe in God. No problem. Like, I really don't have a problem with you. But when you are pushed to the wall, and you feel like, I did not sign up for this, talk to him, even under your breath. He is listening to you. Just tell him what is going on, and he'll come through. Yeah, so that is as much time as we had for this video. I do not know how long it is from this side because I did the recording myself and everything. But yeah, thank you so much for sticking with us to the very end. Thank you so much for loving us. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share. Feel free to comment. We love those comments. They make us better. If you've not subscribed, I know this video will help a friend or another. Subscribe and share with them. Thank you so much for hanging in here. Thank you for watching till the end. It means a whole lot to me. I promise to be more consistent. And there's a lot of nice things that are coming up. So thank you for everything. We love you. Take care and stay safe. Bye.